Saudi Arabia is one of the world's largest oil producers, but it's heavily reliant on oil for power generation, especially during the scorching summer months. As the kingdom seeks to diversify its energy mix, can it really break free from using oil for electricity? Let's explore the numbers and strategies behind this ambitious shift. Saudi Arabia burns nearly 1.4 million barrels of oil per day during the summer for electricity, which is equivalent to the entire oil consumption of countries like Italy or Spain. The kingdom's peak electricity demand reached 73 gigawatts this year. Historically, oil was provided to the power sector at extremely low prices, less than $7 per barrel, making it financially viable to use oil for electricity. Why is oil dependency a problem? Market volatility is one reason. There's a seasonal swing of about 1 million barrels per day between winter and summer electricity demand. This complicates Saudi Arabia's role in OPEC, as it needs to adjust production to avoid market disruptions. Environmental impact is another point. Burning oil for power generation contributes significantly to local air pollution and carbon dioxide emissions. To meet its net zero commitments by 2060, Saudi Arabia needs to sharply reduce its oil consumption in power generation. Saudi Arabia plans to boost its natural gas production to at least 16 billion cubic feet per day by 2030, up from 10.7 billion cubic feet per day in 2023. This increase, equivalent to about 900,000 barrels per day of oil, will be crucial for reducing the use of oil in power generation. The kingdom is accelerating its renewable energy program, with nearly 13 gigawatts of renewables expected to be operational by the end of 2024. The target is to exceed 100 gigawatts of renewable capacity by 2030, with a significant focus on solar power. Global solar module manufacturing capacity is set to exceed demand significantly, potentially leading to record low costs. Even with the low prices charged to the Saudi electricity sector, solar power is expected to be more economical than oil. The shift to natural gas and renewables could reduce carbon emissions by a significant margin, helping Saudi Arabia meet its environmental targets. One of the main challenges of relying on solar power is the daily and seasonal variability in production. Saudi Arabia is exploring energy storage solutions like pumped hydro storage, but more long-term options are needed to ensure a stable power supply. Although not currently part of the 2030 energy plan, Saudi Arabia is considering nuclear power as a future energy source. The kingdom recently invited bids for its nuclear program, which could come online by the mid-2030s. Saudi Arabia is on a path to significantly reduce its reliance on oil for power generation by 2030, with a mix of natural gas and renewable energy. The kingdom's efforts could lead to a more sustainable and diversified energy sector, saving money, cutting emissions, and driving progress toward its net zero goals.